Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Zay, and I'm back with another one. I was scrolling through on YouTube, and I found something, and it was like a while ago, and I think it was around the time I might have been banned or my storage was acting up on my phone. But this was about light skin versus dark skin debate, or it says light skin and dark skin middle ground, but I remember it saying light skin versus dark skin. Let's get into it, y'all.
Constantly been told what you can't do, who will you choose to be when presented with something different? Ask your healthcare provider what could be.
Try to skip these advertisements, like, who gives a fuck? For real, like.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on
like,
it
who cares?
just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform.
Being light-skinned in that sense, sometimes you feel like you don't necessarily have a home. I'm trying to be with my people, but then it's like, oh, well, you're not really black enough.
Within the justice system, we're typically penalized more harshly than light-skinned people just on average.
I'm just curious if you've ever been close to skin lightening, bleaching.
Yeah.
You almost did?
Yeah. I don't feel comfortable being labeled by my skin tone. If you agree, please step forward.
So as I can see here, they have a set of dark-skinned women and light-skinned women, and a set of dark-skinned men and light-skinned men, and they could be mulattoes as well. Let's just, yeah, see that guy right there he looked like he's a mulatto. Let's see.
The reason I feel like I don't like being labeled is because I don't.
Oh yeah, look at his face, bro. He's a mulatto. You can tell. With the glasses on. Hold on.
Like when people say that light-skinned women are so, oh, you're submissive, you're this, because I know ultimately what they're trying to say when they say that. It's saying something and then also not saying something really harmful about darker-skinned women. And it upsets me. Number one, don't put me in no box.
Right.
And then you put me in a box that also negatively impacts another group of women, and I don't like that.
My opinion around the whole colorism issue in general is that we're black. So I don't want to be a light-skinned black woman. I am black. I am Sabrina. I'm a black woman, and I'm my own woman, and I don't associate with the stereotypical light-skinned.
She seemed like a light brown. Like, I know a lot of light brown people get put in the light skin category as well. I've noticed that was a thing going on too. Cause they say light skinned people and light brown skinned people would get it. So let's get into it.
In what they do and what they
Mulattoes as
portray.
well. Right.
So I'd rather just be considered a black woman, just like a darker skinned black woman as well.
Do you think in a sense like that, people can maybe think that you're saying, well, I don't see color?
So that is kind of my opinion, and it is kind of like what white people say when they don't want to be racist, I don't see color. And my own family primarily are all dark skinned.
Right.
So that'd be crazy if they had two mulattoes and two light skins. A mulatto woman and a light skinned woman, a mulatto man and a light skinned man. Wow, that's insane. Well, hey, we probably do need two different.
So growing up, I didn't. I saw beautiful people. I saw my family. I saw my dark siblings. And that's just what it was.
Gotcha.
Until recently, the conversation has really come up to the point where I'm starting to ask them, like, what was your experience? And they too say that they didn't have a negative experience for real. I literally see black people, I see white people, I see Mexican people, and that's what it is for me.
Can we have the disagreeer step forward?
Girl, I'm nervous.
Can I just say one thing to you first off? I've dated a couple light-skinned girls. Ain't nobody said they were submissive, first off. The reason why I didn't step forward is because dark skin, like everybody's starting to find out, the science is starting to agree. Dark skin is where it started, baby. And the reason why I think that I'm okay with being called dark skin and why I love the fact that there are light skin is because we have to realize that all of these people came from this prototype. Like I look at these beautiful dark-skinned people over here, and I always love the darkest people because they have no pimples, no nothing. It's just pure perfection.
Beautiful skin.
And excuse me, this is not an extremist view, but we all know that dark is dominant and light is recessive. And I don't think that it's a negative thing to be called dark. I think the media wants us to think that, but I don't think it's a negative thing to be called dark.
That's where he's wrong, because I don't think light or white is always recessive, because some of these guys that be having mixed race kids, some of these kids be coming out damn near, some of them be kind of like white passing a little bit, so black is not dominant. My mom is black and my dad is somewhat, he's mixed, but he ain't mulatto or mestizo, he's just mixed. But I came out looking like him. Everybody tell me I look just like him. I don't even look like my mom. So how is black dominant? Let's keep it going.
We're the originals, so that's great.
I acknowledge that we should not have to have these divisions and these terms. One term that illustrates that to me is brown skin.
True.
You know, the black
Right.
people who are kind of in the middle. How ridiculous does that sound when we're all variations of brown? You understand?
Right.
However,
That girl does look brown skinned. That's what I'm saying. How is she light skinned? That's so weird. But like I said, light brown skinned people got it as well, from what I've been hearing back in the day.
step forward because I'm not
What I
offended
heard
by
about
being
back in
called
the day,
dark
I
skin.
wasn't
I will
around.
say
I'm
there's a
young
dehumanization that does occur with this labeling, like for instance on social media, a light skin, a dark skin. That drives me insane. Now, I just wanted to address just a couple things you said. First, I want to say I'm very glad that your family members have not felt the impact of colorism. I'm so happy to hear that. I wish that was the dominant reality for dark-skinned girls. Unfortunately, it is not. We have to remember, colorism is not just social, it's systemic as well. Even if they haven't necessarily felt the way that dark skin is perceived in society, that doesn't mean that they may not.
Now we got to go help people customize
Here
and
we
say
go,
colors
another
is liberty
retarded
neutral.
ass ad. Man, come on,
Where's the
bruh.
golf cart?
Yeah.
One day feel that. I hope
Completely
not.
understand.
Yeah.
And that one thing I think that adds to it though is how you're raised. My dark skinned siblings are my step siblings. So my mother is light skinned. My mother never mentioned our color. You know what I mean? Whereas like some parents will like prep you for the conversation. It was just never a conversation.
Yeah. We all got prepped. Did you guys all get prepped?
Yeah.
And so
Oh,
that's
you
what
never
I'm
got
saying. Even when I plan on having kids, I date a dark-skinned man.
Yeah.
Potentially, I can have a dark-skinned child.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go around just prepping them for the worst. I want them to just know that they're black and they're beautiful, whatever tone they come out.
I have to say, honestly, we're all black and all lives matter are the same.
lot
to
of
me.
light-skinned
In the
women
sense
are
that
tempted
both
into,
statements are
breeding
true,
with dark-skinned
but neither
men.
do anything to address the issue at hand, so they're meaningless.
Right.
Yes, we're all black. However, some black people are further marginalized because they are dark skinned. And I understand what you're saying about not wanting to beat your children down with the idea of oppression, but not talking about it is not going to make it go away. My mother was extremely affirming to me as a dark skinned little girl because she understood that if she didn't do it at home, when I get out into the world,
Exactly.
you know, we ain't in Kansas no more.
Completely understand.
Yeah.
But it's also when I say we're all black, is like if we were to get pulled over tomorrow, I'm black to a white man, to a white cop. What my point is more so,
That is true because I'm not gonna say too much, but it happened to me and they identified me as a black man. When I'm this, y'all see me right here, but they said I was a black man. Okay, let's keep it going.
that we are dividing ourselves with this conversation as well. And I don't want that for us. I want us to just be on the same page because that way we can move forward in life.
My immediate reaction was no, solely because like I am a light-skinned person, you know what I'm saying? But then you kind of brought up how like what's tied to it are the stereotypes that come with being a light-skinned person or a dark-skinned person.
Right.
Does Tyler look like a mulatto or does he look like a light-skinned black? Because I see this dude looks like he's mixed. Strange. But I know some monoracial
And those can be
light-skins
detrimental
come out looking
to
really
a light-skinned
pale.
person or a dark-skinned person.
Yeah, right.
Do you believe that those stereotypes are majority true though?
Whether they're true or not is kind of irrelevant. The fact that they're detrimental to people, I think that's the problem itself.
So when I first heard the prompt, I think when I was younger and I was growing up, like being dark skinned was something I would like try to run away from because of the negativity surrounding that term. But like as I grow up now and I'm like living in a time where I see like models like Anouk Yai and like all these people looking up
And
to
you
them.
flawless, girl. Don't talk about them. Look at your skin, girl. Where the light coming from?
And like being more confident in myself, I'm like, yeah, I'm dark skinned, what about it? I also like it because I think when it comes to the Black community, we're not a monolith, so I think it is good to like display that we are a diverse group, even though we are pretty large. On the other side, I do see how people nitpick a bit too much and pay like way too much attention to the details. So sometimes I'm like, no, I'm just Black.
I'm really interested in this conversation, but for me, my perspective is totally different. I was born in Africa, Ghana. And so the west part, many of us are dark. Then you get to north, they're light. You get to the east and west, many shades. I never knew there was a...
See, that's what I'm saying. Where he's from, it's nothing but dark-skinned people there. So, yeah, that's all he know.
Thing as colorism till I came to the United States. It's just like you said, you're gonna be Black at the end. It does not matter when it goes down.
Especially in this country.
Exactly.
Right.
It doesn't. You
Right.
could be the lightest one sitting out of here, but you're Black when it comes down to it. That's it.
I have experienced colorism from within the community.
Here we go with these damn, bro. All these damn ads. Is that bad, bro? All these ads keep playing like this. I want to get a
kind of
paid
like
promotion.
this
and
opinion
shit.
that light-skinned people can't experience colorism. Dating my current boyfriend, this is a dark-skinned family. I was whitewashed immediately. I was bougie immediately. I was uppity immediately. And this is before getting to know me.
I think it was second grade. I vividly remember I was on the playground and this guy had told me, like, your skin is blacker than dog shit. And that was the first time I had been like, oh, so I am different from everyone. Most of the comments I got about my color were almost always people within the Black community, but then on top of that, it was always boys. Sure, some girls maybe from time to time, but it was usually always Black guys, and that always confused me because I'm like, you probably have a mom or a sister who looks like me. Like, how could you say that?
Yeah. I relate to your story so much. Both my biological mom, dad are Ghanaian, so that's where I get my very darkness from.
And a lot of them don't even like each other. See, that's the crazy part.
But my two brothers and sister are light because their mom is from Kenya. Their whole life was so different than mine, and I noticed it in America. When we came, everyone was befriending my brother. But when, we'd have to be in circles and they'd have to hold our hands. In second grade, all the kids would hold me like this with their finger and then wipe themselves off. And all those names, they would come in and just, say the worst things to me. And I'm in second grade wondering, what's going on? Why doesn't my brother get any of this? So I was just so confused because, like you said, my whole head is, I'm thinking, wow, all of you guys, if you go back to our continent, you really look like us. What is this? I was extremely confused in the Black population. And, I had to say for years, I really disliked African Americans. Not my cup of tea. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but yeah. I think
we hate ourselves.
I think already being
See, he even said it. They hate
African,
themselves.
there's already kind of divide between Africans and African Americans, but then with most of the bullying that I went through being perpetrated by African Americans, I just really started to dislike them, and I was like, I don't want to be in their spaces. I don't care to.
And this is a side note. This is why I'm here, because you guys are educating me. I didn't know that it was African Americans that was talking shit. So it's
well, that's not necessarily all.
But that's
not all the
situation.
time. Also, some parents are
and that's what I was gonna say too, because you guys are mentioning you guys are in second grade and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's even my niece already is I want straight hair, and it's where are you getting this from?
But she's looking at you though. I was gonna say that about
well, I mean.
Yeah.
I'm good, girl. I became aware of colorism during early childhood.
Right.
At that, y'all, they was in second grade, running around the playground. They had a chant. If you're Black, stay back. If you're brown, stay around. If you're light, you're just right. I remember hearing that song on the playground from me being 6.
Damn, that's fucked up. See, it was different for me because I was being called a white bitch, a white boy, and I was getting jumped on by all the darker skinned kids. That shit is crazy.
7 years old, I knew, okay, I don't have a problem with my skin tone, but society does.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, where do they even get that from? Like the parents, like where are they getting this from?
That's why. Yes, of course. So I have a sister, and she's your guys' beautiful complexion. And I remember when we were younger, we would put our arms together, and I go, "Ha, I'm gonna make it." And this is when I was a lot lighter too.
No problem too. No, I'm just kidding.
I was, but I'm gonna fast forward again. I'm out in Europe doing my thing, music or whatever, and I go to my sister and I'm like, Z, I'm sorry. I don't know. It just came out. I was like, Z, I'm always sorry that I did this, and I'm sorry that I never told you were beautiful. I'm your brother. I need you here. Don't leave me. I'm going crazy. And at that moment, I realized I'm free from this colorism thing.
The interesting thing about it is that in my own family, there are varying shades. I notice how sometimes that my brother, who is a little bit darker, would get treated versus how I might get treated. But then I also sometimes notice how my younger brother, who is a little bit more lighter skinned, would get treated compared to me or my older sister or whatever. There were girls that I liked, beautiful black girls growing up that I liked, that were like, oh, well, you know, you're not maybe like as dark. You're not like that dude. Or people would look at you and be like, oh, you got all this education. Yeah, you're just a white kid. You don't talk like a black kid. I'm like, what does that even mean? Right? Because all of us are wanting to get opportunities to be more educated so we can do bigger things in the world. We should be aiming for that. So when I would get made fun of sometimes some of the black girls I'd be trying to talk to, those experiences were even kind of turning me against my own people. You know what I mean? And so being light-skinned in that sense, sometimes you feel like you don't necessarily have a home because you're like, okay, I'm not trying to be white, but I got white people kind of like relating to me and giving me a little pat on the back. But then I'm trying to be with my people, but then it's like, oh, well, you're not really black enough.
All right, can we have the step forward?
Damn. Now, to all my light-skinned and mulatto people, if y'all went through this, put that down in the comment section, because I feel where he's coming from. Because you really don't got nowhere to go. Because it's either, yeah, you get a pat on your back and by the white people, and black motherfuckers, you're just not black enough. I've been told that many times.
That lady out.
Go to two mulatto-looking people, the mulatto and the mulatto.
I don't feel like light-skinned people experience colorism. However, I do feel like their experiences that light-skinned people can have that are negative. Because I've had people tell me, oh, you know, you're not black, you damn near white. It bothers me, but that's all. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. I'm not gonna say y'all are being colorist toward me because y'all are talking about my skin. It is annoying, but it's like, I feel like that's insulting for me to say, well, this is reverse colorism. Because none of anything that I will ever go through will ever touch what I know y'all have gone through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Can I just cut in really quick? Yeah. I'm not gonna say it's like offensive, it's just a bit reductive. You understand? Y'all gonna make me be the insufferable woke one.
No. Say what you gotta say. Say what you gotta say.
I know we talked about earlier the opinion that light-skinned people don't experience colorism. For me, that's not an opinion. Right. And I don't want it to be where light-skinned people can never share their experiences, especially when it comes to the invalidation of blackness. You understand? I claim y'all. Y'all are just as black as I am. So you should have the space to discuss these experiences, especially if they traumatized you. I just want to say your experience doesn't have to be colorism to be valid.
I'm probably just gonna pair it off of you two because I agree with you wholeheartedly. But I view isms the same, like just how there is no reverse racism, there is.
Eve to me is basically freedom.
I'm
it's
gonna
a
give like
giant
2 more
open
minutes, y'all, and
universe
I'm gonna
where
cut
you
this
can
shit
do.
short. Cause this goddamn video long as hell, low key. And
There is no reverse colorism. Like we don't experience colorism. We experience prejudice based off of our skin color, but it's not the same.
Or resentment relating to color.
Right. Yeah.
It's different with us.
I agree with that. That's
It
my
is
experience, 'cause
different.
that's why I was saying earlier that I know that colorism can't necessarily be placed on us, but there's the word.
Yeah.
Like I said,
found the term.
educating me.
Just to clarify, and I understand where you're coming from. For me, I'm not talking about it in the sense of I'm gonna experience the same level of disadvantage.
Fair.
I think a lot of light-skinned people, our experiences are more internal. It has to do with identity. It has to do with feeling like we have a space within the community when it comes to these issues. Because I do feel like we're locked in when it comes to stuff where we're going that way.
Yeah.
Right? But then sometimes as we start stepping back a little bit closer to home,
You ain't never lied.
we begin to be like, oh, wait a minute, are you really one of us? Are you really with? And then it becomes negative. So that can impact how we stand together as a unified front. That's kind of more my point.
And I honor that.
Hey, before we continue the discussion, I have a quick question for you. Are you keeping yourself safe online? These days, it's so easy for hackers and data miners to use your private info.
Well, I'm gonna cut this video here, y'all. I might do a part 2 to this. I got some more content dropping. Told y'all I got heat coming. I'm dropping heat and bangers after bangers. Tell me how y'all feel about this debate in the comment section. I will be making more videos. Zay out.